Hello, and welcome to Transmission Tech Minute 2021. Fortunately, 2020 is behind us, and we hope that the new year will be substantially better for everyone. The team at Babcock's Media and Transmission Digest will attempt to provide helpful information each month. Don't forget to drop us a line if you have a subject that you'd like us to cover. With that said, let's move on to the first video of the year. The Mercedes 722-9 7-speed automatic was launched in 2004 and fits a variety of vehicles. It was modified from the 722-6 5-speed. The layout is fairly comparable with a couple of exceptions, such as the planetary assembly, and the rebuilding process is very similar. So anyone that's done the 722-6 should not have an issue rebuilding the 722-9. The main variable between the two models has to do with the valve body and the conductor plate and issues that are involved with each. I'm going to give you two acronyms. One is TCU, which is the Transmission Control Unit, or the TCM, Transmission Control Module, and the other is TRP, which stands for Theft Relevant Parts. Mercedes has chosen to include the TECM unit as part of their TRP program, which makes it extremely difficult for shops to deal with. The valve body on a 722-9 is really not that bad to do. It's just like any other valve body. The problem comes in with the conductor plate, and this is what has the TCM or the TCU attached to it. One of the problems that has really surfaced on the conductor plate has to do with the sensors, the RPM sensors. There's actually three of them. You have the input, internal, and the output. And any of these sensors can fail. To take this apart, you have to pull the solenoids out first. And although there are only two designs, like any other newer transmission, you want to mark these before you take them out, so that if you have to put them back in, they go back into the original position because of calibration. In conjunction with this being different from the 722-6, you also have what they call the ISM, which is Intelligent Servo Module. And what this is actually a shift motor which bolts to the side of the transmission, and this splined area is what shifts the manual lever. So instead of having a normal hookup. So this is a drive-by-wire design. When you pull the solenoids, as I said, just make sure that they're marked first so that they get put back into the same spot if you have to put them back together. And there were actually initially three different designs of the conductor plate, and they go by VGS. So it would be a VGS 1, 2, 3, and now there was actually a VGS 4. And if you happen to have a VGS 1 and the unit goes bad, if you have to go to Mercedes, you're forced to buy the conductor plate and the valve body together. The VGS 2, 3, and 4 are available separately. This just has a normal amount of bolts that hold it to the valve body, and when you take it off, you can see that you have your sensors. There are actually 2 floats. These floats are there to prevent cavitation. This area is basically like an internal mode switch, so that as your manual valve moves back and forth, it indicates what gear it's in. Unlike the 722.6 that had a push-through electrical connector, this is the connector which actually extends through the case, and you have an external harness that hooks to it. The problem is trying to purchase this assembly, the valve body and conductor assembly, or just the conductor assembly by itself, because of the TRP program. We're actually putting a photo of the form that you have to fill out, that you have to go through. It's a rather extensive process. In the past, some shops have actually applied for a VSP, which is a Vehicle Security Professional license. It's basically a locksmith license to enable them to get TRP components. If you don't want to do that, you still have to go through the process to be able to purchase these components from Mercedes. Fortunately, though, there are now reman components available so that you don't have to go to Mercedes. You can buy the reman assemblies. In fact, you can check with TranStar because they actually have the conductor plates available. Once you get the unit, now the question comes in about programming. If you get a unit from Mercedes, it is a virgin unit. It has to be married to the vehicle. You also have to go through the SCN coding, which is software calibration number coding, before you can do any programming. If you have a star scanner, you can use it, or again, TranStar has their RAP2 kit, and the RAP2 can also provide programming for this so that you don't have to take the vehicle in to the dealer. It can be done into the shop. If you are going to do a 722.9, don't be surprised that you're going to run into a little bit of obstacles obtaining the components, and then once you get it, you will have to use something like TranStar's RAP system to be able to program. So it's still worth doing, even though you have to go through the extra effort. I'm Mike Riley. Thanks for watching. See you next time.